Welcome to GSF Weekly, and as you can see, I am wearing the official GSF Senior All-Star Soccer gear with this sick logo. I actually came up with this logo, but this show is gonna be all about soccer. Soccer, because this past spring, we were fortunate enough to put on the very first GSF Senior All-Star game for soccer. And it went really well. The experience was great. And my goal in this segment is to give you some behind the scenes of what happened before the game, especially pre-game, but we're gonna show as much as we can as far as the highlights. I had Alejandro Flores on the mic, doing play-by-play. Obviously, I did the camera work. Manalo, our shooter, who went to Lincoln High School, he graduated. He was part of the Senior All-Star game, and it was great. There were 74 seniors that were nominated, and we narrowed it down to about 40. And just like the football All-Star games, it was the heroes versus the five-star. Shout out to Coach Luis Comisana and Coach Juan Torres for helping out and getting this thing off the ground. Coach Juan is the longtime head coach for the Lincoln Lions in San Jose. And Coach Luis Comisana, he coached at Homestead for a long time, took a break, and now he's back at Branham. He is the brand new head soccer coach at Branham High School. And we're fortunate enough to work with them to get this thing off the ground and play the game on Easter Sunday.
Thank you for being here. Juan, thanks for allowing me to do this presentation, to make it super special. I brought some, not only they're part of my coaching staff, I've been bragging about it, but they have a story to tell.
First of all, thank you guys for being here. You guys look excited. And, I like these kids, Luis, right? Because they all look at you, they have the eye contact. And that's important.
I really enjoy supporting kids like you that are scholar athletes, right? Because even if you're the best soccer player in the world, you're going to spend more time doing something other than soccer.
In my life, I've seen three types of people. People who make things happen, people who watch things happen, and people who don't even know what happened. You guys got it?
Yes. They're part of the history of soccer. They've been around for a long time. They're teachers, they're mentors. They have a special story.
I never thought when I was sitting in your guys' shoes that I always thought that I was just going to be a player, right? And some of you guys will probably be really good coaches.
One of the things that you have to bring into yourself is, who can tell me that? What you put in is what? That's what you get out.
In Spanish, it's called soñar a lo grande. That means dreaming big, right? When I was young, I had a dream so big that everybody, they laughed at me. My brothers, right? They all laughed at me, right? But the thing that I had also the mindset to say, okay, no problem. I'm still going to chase my dream.
There was a party that we attended. Somebody invited me to a Brazilian party. We didn't leave till about 4 o'clock in the morning. And we have a practice at 10. We are not starters. We are the workers. So we decided to go to the stadium. Then we see a limousine. We look at the limousine, we all know who this limousine belongs to right away. So when I came out with some guys, three, and then he saw us and said, yes, and then he left that inside her car, limousine, and then they left and went to the dressing room, just like that. And we look at each other and we say, man, we are no stars, we are nobodies. We're not even starters on the team. And look at the guy, the best player ever, training 5 o'clock in the morning. And we are coming to get an excuse to go.
There's one thing in this room, is passion, love for the sport.
And this big old arm comes around my shoulder, and he goes, how would you like to play at UCLA? He said, my name is Steve Sampson. I'm the new assistant coach at UCLA. I'd look at all my brothers and sisters, and I'd say this, hey, I'm going to UCLA, and I'm going to play soccer there. I said, not only that, I'm going to win their first national championship. And when I win that national championship, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be MVP, player of the game.
The reason I'm sitting here is that when I was in your shoes, I was fortunate that I had a couple of really good mentors, and I said, look, I want to play pro soccer. And they're like, great. If you bust your knee, or you hurt your ankle, or your back goes out, which happens a lot, just make sure you have a plan B.
He always told his boys, don't you ever take the credit. I'm saying never. He says, you always pay it forward. I didn't.
You want to be a good player, but you also want to make other people around you better. So when I learned at Santa Clara is not only that I have to make myself better, and I think Thomas can speak to this too as a national champion, you also have to be willing to compromise some of your own abilities to make your teammate great as well. And I didn't learn that until I got into college, and I hope that you guys learn that, not just in soccer, but in life.
So you're gonna have two players. One is very technical, but lazy. One is just an athlete. And the athlete's working twice a day. And the technical guy works once a day. What do you think is gonna get better?
After I was done playing and I was able to play professionally for about 4 or 5 years, I transitioned into business. I'm now the CFO of the company that handles the technology that enables the HDMI cable in your TVs and your laptops and all that sort of stuff.
He spins around, he looks at me like this, he goes, Thomas Silvers, he goes, you're MVP, you're player of the game, you can say whatever you want. I said, okay, we'll set up, because I'm ready. I look at that camera like this, and I say it loud, and I go, hi, Mom.
So I'm excited to be here. I hope you guys have fun, and it'll be fun to watch you guys do your thing.
Soñar a lo grande. Think of that word, and remember it, right? Because, trust me, they will. They'll laugh at you. And when they do, you guys do me a favor. Don't you quit, right? And don't you stop pushing, right? Because right here, if a young boy without a soccer ball, right, can make it to UCLA, represent the United States of America and beyond, I promise you, there's no limit to what you guys can do. No limit. Sound good? All right.
That was definitely one of the most memorable moments in the All-Star experience. Before we get to the highlights though, gotta give a shout out to our sponsors, Summit Partners, leaders in growth, equity, and investing. Ike's Lovin' Sandwiches, championship level sandwiches every single time. Weightsandbars.com, build your home gym and shop locally from the Bay Area's best fitness equipment experts. Nachos and tacos your way. They're going to be at our 7-on-7 tournament with Gunderson this Saturday, the official caterer of GSF special events, South Bay Construction, a reputation built on trust. Shout out to South Bay Construction for supporting GSF all year round. And the following highlights you're about to see are brought to you by Gains and Shreds Meal Prep, making eating healthy easy.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Gunderson.
So these are your all-stars right here. It was a beautiful Easter evening, early evening. Sun was still up, but we were at Gunderson High School. Shout out to Gunderson for allowing us to have our all-star game there again. We had our football game there last December, and we got to play the very first GSF Senior All-Star Soccer game at James Jones Field. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep my comment minimal because Alejandro Flores, our play-by-play guy, was there. And with the power of editing, people, we're gonna show you some really cool highlights. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first honorary broadcast for the GetSportsFocus first ever All-Star Game. As we get going here today, my name is Alejandro Flores, working from the booth. As we have an exciting matchup ahead of us from the GSF 5-star and the Heroes. And starting off quick with it is the 5-star. They're going to have the first possession. All-star team from all sides of the Bay Area, all coming out to compete in this one game here at Gunderson High School. So the best of the best. Manalo Joaquin was the one closest to it, and he'll be the one to issue the corner kick. Manalo Joaquin from the Lincoln Lions a BVAL Senior of the Year in 12 games and 16 goals scored in his senior year. Here's his first corner kick of the day, and that one's going to go directly into the possession of the hero. Working from the goalie spot, Adam Tusakovic. ECNL Best of the San Diego Surf Cup. First place medal, won the team's medal in high school for the Lovato Cup with a clean sheet in goals and penalties. He's going to be working from the goalie spot for the Heroes and for the 5-star. On the other hand, we have Caleb Olivares, who was a junior goalkeeper of the year, 12 clean sheets this senior year and only 9 conceded goals this year. Now leading the team for the 5-star. So the majority of the possession now has gone to the 5-star. And here comes Joaquin. Already seen a lot of action so far in this All-Star game. What a fantastic spin move by Joaquin. Manalo Joaquin continuing to stay there, and he'll get tripped up, and a call is made. So a good position for a free kick upcoming for Joaquin. Joaquin with some fantastic dribble work there. Pause, fakes out. Joaquin trying to get it off the top post. That one hits off of the field goal post instead, so that will keeps the score even at 0 apiece. Working inside, 5-star, trying to get some action here. That one's going to pull away. That kick's going to go awry, and another goal kick upcoming for the Heroes. So the Heroes so far have yet to get a full offensive possession going to this point. A lot of action for Tusakovic on his side. The head coaches for both sides, Coach Luis, longtime member of the Bay Area community and a longtime soccer coach. Luis coached for 33 years at Homestead High School, now coming out of retirement to coach another All-Star game, second of his career. And on the other hand, Coach Juan Torres, aka Sharky, head coach for Lincoln High School. He'll represent the 5-star. So Coach Sharkey gets to coach a couple of his former players. And Torres now has his team rolling. A couple of offensive possessions. Now just looking to break through. On the other side, the Heroes get it down into 5-star territory. Trying to work it down the field. Great defensive effort there on the Heroes side. Kumar was there to cut it off. And here come the Heroes. Lukeman. Great defensive effort as he's able to force that one out. Abis with a great defensive stand. And here come the Heroes. Immediately losing the possession. And the 5-star defense right now has been very successful to this point. And the Heroes defense is continuing to hold on to this 0-0 tied game. Manalo Joaquin has it, trying to do another spin move. That one doesn't work. Reading it well. It was Rapallo. So here comes the 5-star again. Chipping down the field. Palomino, someone had it. That's a great pass up ahead. Nolasco trying to get it across, and that's going to be knocked away. And another corner kick upcoming for the 5-star. And instead of kicking for the corner, they're going to decide to work it inside. Now tossing it over, and that header a little too high and up in the air, and a great grab on the defensive side by Tusakovic. Heroes defense, great job on the defensive side, trying to get it away, but then the 5-star still win the possession, and here they go. Down to Joaquin on the far side. Joaquin has some room to play with. Manalo facing a double team, loses it, take it away. Great defensive effort there by the Heroes and trying to get it down the field, and successfully they do. It gets down to Ponce Mena. Ponce Mena with a pass. That one's going to get cut off. A great defensive stand through and through from the 5-star to this point. David Barba getting it over to Nor Flores. Flores gets it to Nolasco, back to Flores. reminder, this is the first ever GSF All-Star game, the first in its history, bringing back an All-Star game that was lost to the game of soccer here in the Bay Area for a very long time. Now trying to revive it here at Gunderson High School, taken away by Manalo. The five-star have had several offensive possessions, but unable to capitalize to this point. Trip up, call is made. Kick from a great position. Well within scoring range. Palomono, CCS Division I champion, NorCal D1 state champion. His pass there goes straight into the possession of a defender. The five-star recover, tried to send it down, and that pass going awry. The Heroes trying to cut it down, move it down the field. Whistle blows and call is made. Five-star move up ahead, a lot of room for Larson. Larson trying to get around the end. Larson's pass cut off almost for a split second. Another five-star was there to make the play. And a miscommunication from the five-star allows the Heroes to get an offensive possession rolling. Great spin move and fight for it, trying to get it up ahead. For the Heroes, that cuts off a possession. Manalo trying to get it all the way down the field. And a perfect pass right over to Palomino. Palomino now in a one-on-one battle. Sends it across, and the header is cut off. Great defensive effort from the Heroes. And here comes the five-star again. Joaquin, not strong enough. Great defensive save. And an offside is called. Doesn't make a difference either way because Tusakovic was there for the save. Tusakovic with several saves already to this point. He has seen a lot of action. Sending that one down the field. Joaquin battles for it. Won by the Heroes. Harlan has it. Harlan sends it through and into the... Manalo, it's a 2-on-3. Now make it 3-on-3. Joaquin with the foot race, and he can't get it. Off to the left. Great defensive effort there by Markert. Reagan Markert with a fantastic defensive stand. And it stays 0-0. Pass up ahead, cut off by Joaquin. Joaquin taking a long range goal off of the top post. Couldn't get that one down. It stays 0-0. Tusakovic able to send it out. Here come the Heroes, and they lose it. Nolasco gets it back. Move it over to Flores, and Flores sends it over. Larson to Flores. Flores up ahead, cut off. Great defensive play from the Heroes side. Here come the Heroes now. Almost a great offensive opportunity. Tekel couldn't get there in time. Knocked down. Start game. But this is more than just a game of soccer. We do this game to also recognize many important causes, as this is also called the Stand Up and Support Anti-Bullying Suicide Prevention Game. You can notice the orange ribbon from the five-star team, which represents anti-bullying awareness, and the blue and teal from the Heroes, which represents suicide prevention. As the Heroes get it out, it's going to be a throw-in for the five-star. There's kick. Up high and knocked away. The Heroes continue to stand strong on the defensive side. That one's taken away, though. Here comes the 5-star. Palomino. Working ahead. Paz has it taken away. And the Heroes' defense continues to stand strong. That one gets away. Five-star working up ahead. Best opportunities we've seen so far. Markert is going to be the one to send it down with the free position kick. Markert gets some air into that one. It's fought around, it's battled for, and the Heroes have it. Offensive possession now working inside. That time a whistle blows and another free position kick upcoming. This is a fantastic opportunity upcoming for the Heroes. Sending this one down, up and almost through. A fantastic pass from Harlan, just couldn't be capitalized, but almost a big scoring chance for the Heroes. And the 5-star catch a lucky break. Start working through. That pass slips ahead. It's a full race for Larson, and that one's going to be won instead by Fizor. Fizor keeping it in possession as well. Fizor trying to get it up ahead. A great defensive effort gives the Heroes possession. But quick are the 5-star to get back on it. That's up ahead, a lot of room for Larson. That's a clear shot and off to the right. As they get it over to Flores. Noah Flores. Nolasco, Flores. They try to see what they can find over here on the far side. Winna Wong. And just some good pass action right now for the 5-stars. They look to try to find a breakthrough at this point. 26 minutes left to go in the first half. A reminder of our rules. The 5-star, as they try to take it down, the rule book is 2 45-minute halves. If it remains tied and we go into overtime, then we have one golden goal overtime period. Great play by Joaquin as he's able to set up the corner kick. Palomino's kick is too low. Still fighting for it though, the 5-star, and it is sent away. Great defensive stand. Defense so far to this point has been the name of the game. Even though the 5-star have had many offensive possessions, they have yet to be able to capitalize on anything to this point, and the Heroes on the other side have still been looking for some clean offensive possessions. They got close. One opportunity. That one's taken away by Joaquin. Manalo Joaquin working through defenders. Joaquin sends it across, and no one is there to finish it off. Palomino was the closest one to it. He couldn't get there in time, and this still remains a 0-0 match. Battle for it. Heroes get it. It's getting rough as that one knocked down, and that is going to be a foul call. Quick on his feet, Rayan Gaffer. Gaffer gets a lot of air under that one. Heroes trying to see if they can get a clean possession to this point. So far, they've only had one shot on goal. Working through. Heroes trying to fight it, take it away. Now the 5-star trying to work on their offensive possession. Stewart. It's knocked out of bounds. 5-star work ahead with Joaquin. Manala Joaquin. Great slide tackle. Takes it away, but right there are the 5-star with Flores. And Flores sends it down to the other end. Stopped and taken away by Tusikovic. And the Heroes work again. 21 minutes left to go. Heroes working deep in their possession right now. Five-star. Knocked down, no whistle blows. As it looks like getting knocked down there was Barba. The one to send it away is Manala Joaquin. It's that one high. Perfect save on the inside and almost. Great job by Tusikovic to still keep this game tied. And a corner kick opportunity upcoming, so the 5-star continue to hold possession. Now 20 minutes left to go in half number 1. It's going to be the 5-star's 4th corner kick opportunity to this point. Nolasco is going to have the one. His corner kick, high, and knocked away. Great stand by the Heroes. Five-star still have it. Looking for a shot. That one's knocked up and over. Trying to get some air to that one was Nolasco. Again, a lot of these players, it's hard to get their schedules down as many of these players are playing outside of just the game of high school. A lot of club teams that are going on, they're still in season right now to this point. And these are players who are looking to play the game beyond the high school level. Heroes trying to work ahead. Pass led up with a lot of room. Fizor. Good work back. Fizor working up ahead in the one-on-one. Now facing 2. Fizor across, and that one's cut off. Trying to get there is Lukman, and great aggressiveness by Oliveris. Here come the Heroes. Again, both sides still trying to work out the kinks with the team chemistry to this point. That's why you see a lot of passes either go too far ahead or a little too short as they're trying to catch the rhythm of each other. Moving up ahead though, that pass set up perfectly in position, and down the field goes Jaden Stewart. Stewart works ahead and knocked away. Up ahead, here come the Heroes. Lukman working ahead. Has that one taken away. Great defensive stop there for the 5-star. Hernjadovic was there, but the Heroes still hold possession. Tripped up, no call is made. Oliveris gets the save, and the 5-star working on the near side. Up ahead it goes to Metz. What a one-man action there from the Heroes. Trying to keep it alive. Gonzalo Marino Sanchez almost set up a great opportunity for the Heroes. But this game still remains 0 apiece. 5-star look to get another offensive possession. It's been a while now since we've seen the 5-star really get within scoring range in this one. As that pass goes up ahead, no success there. Fop trying to work ahead. Fizor with a great defensive stand. Up ahead, great pass. Trying to get the header, just a little too high, and a great save. Tusakovic gets to the top shelf to knock that one away. And a corner kick upcoming for the 5-star. 12 minutes left to go in half one. Nolasco, his corner kick way high over the heads of everybody. The Heroes trying to send it down and out. So the Heroes get a chance to regroup on the defensive side. But the 5-star continuing to apply the pressure. 5-star working with 11:30. Cut across. Breaks through by Tusakovic. That shot on goal is in! The first ever GSF All-Star goal goes to Kyle Hahn. Goal scored by number 3, Kyle Hahn. So the 5-star breakthrough, they get their first goal of the day. The first ever in GSF All-Star history. And it goes to Kyle Hahn. 1-0 the score, 10 minutes left to go in half one. The 5-star looking to move up ahead, seeing if they can get another one. That pass just a little too far up ahead, and a throw-in upcoming for the Heroes. That battle, one for the Heroes. They're looking to tie here with under 10 minutes left to go in the first half. 5-star have it. Joaquin sends it up ahead. That pass perfect in position. A battle for and a great box out on the defensive side. Fizor going to throw this one in. Reagan Markert, college sports communicator, academic all-district from the Lynbrook Vikings. That pass goes away. And under 8:30 left to go in half one, the 5-star leading 1-0 over the Heroes. And the first breakthrough was by Kyle Hahn from Evergreen Valley. Team MVP and B-Val all first team honors. Contributing significantly with 3 goals and 5 assists this season and leading a squad that consisted of mainly sophomore and freshmen. As stated by his head coach, he inspired not only his teammates but also encouraged all other players to aspire for greater achievements. And he makes a great achievement there, getting the first ever goal for GetSportsFocus. Working through, great strength showed by Gamez. Darren Hernandez, down the field it goes. Bit of a 3 flags up battle there, won by the 5-star. Approaching 7 minutes left to go, foot race down the near side. Fought. Working up ahead, sending it across. There's Hahn again. Couldn't get to that one. Joaquin taking that one from distance. That one's knocked away. Fought. Trying to keep it for the 5-star. But the Heroes' defense preventing any clear lanes. Joaquin trying to cut it up ahead. And what another fantastic stop by Markert. Heroes working ahead. Looking to tie. Gomez has it taken away. Hahn trying to send it ahead. Gomez gets it back. Gomez still holding possession. Is able to get it over to Marino Sanchez. Marino Sanchez. Light tap forward, just goes straight to a 5-star. And that one up ahead, that's a foot race. And what speed shown there by Fott. A great aggressiveness on the defensive side by Tusakovic. Sending it across is Fott. No one within range. Gets over to Barba. Barba working ahead. Barba with the shot. That one too high. David Barba trying to see if he could get some early action. That one goes high. It stays a 1-0 game. Working up ahead and a score! Another breakthrough for the 5-star Jaden Stewart. Picking up the second goal of the day for the 5-star. That is the end of the first half. The score, 5-star leading 2-0. Welcome back to the second half of GSF All-Star play. Already flipping sides, and Joaquin seeing some early action. That one's off to the left. The 5-star with a 2-0 lead. Five-star picking up where they left off, continuing to dominate the time of possession. Moving up ahead on the far side. Great passing from the 5-star, getting it across to Joaquin, and that's cut off on the trail, and with the score, Aiden Paz picks up the goal. Goal by number 10, Aiden Paz. Throw in there for the 5-star. Adrian Valdez. Valdez. Back to Barba, back to Valdez. Back and forth action taken away and halted by the Heroes. Gomez. Smartly sends it back. Feezer. Feezer fighting through. Getting it over to Markert. Up ahead it goes. Lukman. And that's taken away. Here come the 5-star again. Joaquin has it. Manalo Joaquin. Winning the battle. Joaquin. Pass up ahead. Send back. Clear shot and right into the hands of Tusakovic. He picks up the score today. And now 3-0 the score in this one. Joaquin. Sending back Camp right up ahead. Slide tackle there by Joaquin. Forces the turnover. But the Heroes still hold and retain possession. So working up ahead. That one's a long shot, and that bounces off of Olivares, but he still gets the save. Joaquin. Soft toss up ahead. A great defensive hold by the Heroes on their other end. Marino Sanchez. Up in the air, bouncing around. Foot race to it. Torres. And Angel Torres, just too much pressure around. Gets it right over to Paz. Joaquin, straight to Tusakovic. Moving up ahead are the Heroes. It goes to Juan Gomez, 2023-2024 Senior Offensive Player of the Year. In this previous senior season, 14th in overall points in CCS, second in assists, and second in overall points in the PSAL. Coming from downtown College Prep. Goes behind with a great pass, and the 5-star have room to work with. It moves over to Joaquin. Manalo, toss again to Paz. Back to Joaquin. Joaquin working on the near side. Looking to take it himself. Joaquin just straight to Tusakovic. Tusakovic now with saves number 7 and 8 in this second half. Ponce-Mena, his pass is cut off. Knocked down, no call is made. Taking it up ahead with room to work with. Adrian Valdez. Valdez sending it back to Joaquin. Joaquin scoping the field, looking around, seeing where he can find someone, and that pass straight to a defender. And now into the possession of 5-star with Barba. That pass up ahead to Valdez. Valdez now one-on-one. Valdez. It moves through. The 5-star looking to break through. Larson can't get it. And the 5-star getting an easy pickup. Noah Flores, who sent it back. Heroes looking to tie it. They need 3 scores. They have to start working quickly. It starts here with this possession. Fizor. Lined up behind. That throw in comes from Torres. Up ahead it goes. Palomino, great slide tackle on the defensive side. Gonzalo Moreno Sanchez, and CCS Division 5 champion, SC VAL Defensive Player of the Year for Milpitas, and a 2-time El Camino All-League first team. Up ahead it goes, cutting it across, and another save. Tusakovic cuts it off on the pass across. Here come the Heroes. Chipping it up across. Tosh Harlan has it taken away. It goes back to Harlan. Harlan working up ahead. Pass up ahead. Shot on goal. Knocked away. Looks like it was going to be an offside call anyways for Abas. As his shot on goal gets taken away. Up ahead. Shot from way down the field. Picked up and halted by Oliveras. He now sends it down. The 5-star looking to get their own response. Three minutes left to go. Said Albus is actually going to set up. Big time free position shot here. Setting off at the back and off to the right. Carter Teckel back in for the Menlo Knights. WBAL Forward of the Year, back-to-back WBAL champ, leading scorer for the Menlo Knights this year. He scored every single goal for the Knights in their second place CCS Division II finish. He needs some of that scoring assist right now as the Heroes still being shut out to this point. And they know it, working quick down the field it goes. Markert still holding possession. Markert trying to work around and the whistle blows. Five-star. Joaquin. Let's see the speed off of Joaquin's dribble, but he's stuck right now, stagnant. Great defense on the other side, not breaking through. Nunez, that pass across, and the Heroes have some room to work with. Reagan. Great pass up ahead, led over to Harlan. Harlan, that one's taken away, whistle blows. And this will set up a penalty kick. Rayan Gaffer is going to be the one who has the opportunity to put the Heroes on the board. Breakthrough for the Heroes. Rayan Gaffer gets to do a cartwheel. And the Heroes put one up on the board. Number 6, Rayan Gaffer with the score. He's the one who helped set up that offensive possession for the Heroes' first score. That pass going way up ahead is cut off. Still in play though. And trying to control it, get it down, and cannot. Five-star take back possession and goes back and forth here, a little bit back and forth action. As the Heroes and the five-star continue to battle. Now Joaquin has it. There's a lot of space and great control. Joaquin just sends it back in the five-star. At this point, too, just looking to run a long possession here. Take some time off of this clock. Led down to the other end. Great move inside. Palomino. Whistle blows in a free position for the five-star. They're already leading 3-1. Another score at this point with 25 minutes left. Has his sights set on the goal. Palomino, that one's immediately blocked. He tries to get the rebound, and Palomino can't get it. Whistle blows, and the Heroes get to work their possession now, sending it all the way down the field. Strong kick by Tusakovic. The five-star are there, but Heroes in great position on the defensive side. Gomez now sends it down the field. Here's an opportunity. That shot is tipped away. No call on the field. Looking for a second one was Tekel. They can't get the PK. 24 minutes left to go. Heroes still down 3-1. Marino Sanchez has it. Sanchez working all the way over to the far side. A lot of room to work with. Under 24 minutes left to go. Trying to keep it safe inside. It's still in play. Whistle blows. And they're going to say that one went out. And five-star took a 2-0 lead, then scored very early into the second half. But since then, the Heroes have really dominated the time of possession. But only one score to show for it to this point. This one up ahead. Heroes looking for their second. Tripped up there. Call is made. down on the field. Good sign there, able to get up off his own strength. Ryan Gaffer. Gaffer, he scored the first goal on a penalty kick for the Heroes. He gets knocked down there again. So approaching the 16-minute mark, 3-1 the score. Still wait to see. A couple adjustments made. Here from Coach Luis. Man, coached at Homestead for 33 years, coaching another All-Star game. That one sent up high off the top post. Ooh, almost an incredible score. Gomez with the corner kick. Gets it up high, still down and around, and unable to capitalize. Even bringing the goalie out for the situation, Tusakovic. He's having to rush down the field. It's a race to it. Tusakovic gets back in time, and the Heroes defense holds just long enough. So a very aggressive play, bringing Tusakovic all the way down to get another score into position. They can't capitalize. And Tusakovic. Just a nice, easy one right there. He's going to send this one away. Approaching 13 minutes left. 5-star leading 3-1. Up high and caught. Caleb Olivares. Twelve minutes left to go. Time not on the side of the Heroes. They're losing it, in fact. Very aggressive. Going all the way up for Tusakovic. The Heroes have possession. Joaquin takes it. Manalo Joaquin's already had a couple shots on goal. He's looking for his first. Heroes prevent it there. They hold on the defensive side, 10:27 left. It's do or die time now for the Heroes. Five-star, cut up ahead, great pass. A lot of room to work with for Fott. Fott fighting ahead. Fott can't get it across. Joaquin was not there to finish it off. Fought very close to capitalizing that one. Fight up ahead, can't win it. Five-star continue to take off precious time off of the clock. That one led ahead for Fott. Fott gets it ahead and knocked away. There on the stop, Wilfredo Rapallo has another corner kick. That one way high, down to the other end. One, trying to complete it across. Joaquin is there. He can't save it. Here come the Heroes. Under 8 minutes left to go. Gaffer. Up ahead, full race. Flag is up. Time ticking down, under 7 minutes left to go. That one's sent down and gets back to Gaffer. Harlan was the one who sent the initial kick. Gaffer now working to try to get it out and gets it to Harlan. Harlan up ahead to Gaffer. Gaffer with a great pass. Shot on goal, knocked away. Whistle blows. Joaquin has it, gets it up ahead. A lot of room to work with, looking for his second, scoring offsides. The flag is up. Jaden Stewart is ready to get his second score of the day. But offsides, 3-1 the score. Into desperation mode for the Heroes. And on the other side, both goalies get some action there. Essentially a pass from Adam over to Caleb. Tuskovic sent that all the way down to Olivetis. 5-star, losing position. Under 5 left to go on the clock. Heroes moving. Markert, that one cut off. Still fighting for that, and that one trickles out of bounds, so a throw in, really not the spot you would like it, right there. 5-star working it down the field. What a move on the offensive side by Stewart. Stewart gets it over. It continues to head over to Aiden Wong now. Wong working with it. Gets around, sends it, and right into the arms of Tuskovic. Fizon. It goes up high. The header is too far to the right. Joaquin sends it up ahead. Wong has it. Wong pass over the middle, cut off. Wong gets it back though off of the rebound, and Wong working with it, sends it over. Wong, another great move. Wong finishes with the goal. A one-man show for Aiden Wong. He gets a score here in the final moments. What a fantastic play. Goal scored by number 9, Aiden Wong. That one knocked out of bounds. And the whistles blow, and that is it.
All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the GSF Senior All-Star Game broadcast brought to you by Games and Shreds. I got the shorter version for you right here. Easter Sunday, it was a beautiful day for soccer. We got team captains Samuel Fizor from Midi and Reagan Markert from the Limbrook Vikings. 5-star captains were Aiden Paz, Sarah Padres, Roberto Nolasco, another Midi Monarch, and my man Manalo Joaquin from Lincoln High School. He's my son. But we got to give a special shout out to Ty Murray. He received an award the first ever GSF All-Star Courage Award. He is a cancer survivor. You guys are going to learn more about his story. This is history right here. The first ever GSF Senior All-Star Game goal scored by none other than Kyle Hahn of Evergreen Valley High School. 37th minute, it was scoreless for most of the first half. And Kyle got it to go for the 5-star to take a 1-0 lead. Less than 10 minutes later, right before the half, Jaden Stewart, his dad was one of the honorary captains as well. Second goal of the game. That's a heads-up play right there by the senior from Lee High School. Great job. 2-0, 5-star at the half. Let's go to second half. Another score for the 5-star. This time, it's Aiden Paz. This was a nice goal by Aiden. Nolasco was the one who got it in front of the goal, intended for Manalo, but Adam Tukakovic made the stop, and Aiden just punched it in right away off the ricochet. Great job, great play. 3-0, 5-star. And finally, the Heroes scored. This is Ryan Gaflor from Limbrook. He got fouled and took full advantage of this one. Nice job by Ryan. The first ever Heroes Soccer All-Star goal is in the history books. Great job. But this game was all 5-star, man. On the 85th minute, they put it away. Aiden Wong, he is not going to be denied. Multiple chances right in front of the goal. Got it to go. 5-star with the first win over the Heroes. 4-1. Shout out to the players, the parents, and our coaches, our honorary captains for making this happen. It was a blast. Definitely going to build on this one. Great experience. We got Alejandro Flores with the post-game interviews coming right out. Check it out.
In preparation for this game, obviously you're going against a lot of great talent, but you're also playing with some too. So how does it really feel to kind of be out here with all the top-level talent like you were today?
Yeah, I think sizing up against a couple of players, kind of getting used to a different style of the game much quicker. Some of these guys very good technical with their feet. It's great to test my competition level and go against some of those guys because that's how you get better.
Yeah. And one more question, we're going to keep going in the dark here. One more question I have for you is, what do you feel like are some of the best learning experiences you grabbed from this game today?
I think the biggest thing is getting to meet people that have the same passion for the game as I do. One of the biggest things I've learned is it's so easy to connect with people who are just as passionate with the sport, because over that there's bondship, camaraderie. You need a lot of people, you need all 11 people to help win the game. And I think from this I've learned that if those people have the same passion as you, it's so easy to get along with them.
Going into this game, right, what an awesome experience. You're not just also surrounded by great players, but great coaches. What was it like, being alongside Coach Torres and also learning from him and just having a chance to experience this with everyone else?
Yeah, just all the coaches that they brought in the locker room. They taught us so much valuable stuff. They taught us to work hard and to keep battling, and that's what our team did. We came into the start to the game, came in hot, and we were able to get the win today.
So looking over at your whole entire high school career, what are some big standout moments for you, and what is the biggest thing you feel like you've learned from high school soccer in general?
Yeah, I feel like, starting sophomore year, we didn't have the best year, but then we kept battling and kept progressing, and as a team, and I felt like I was able to form relationships and teammates that I'm going to have friends for the rest of my life.
Well, Paz, you had a fantastic performance today. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
The reason why you got this award as well is because while you didn't have any goals, nothing big in the statistical categories, Coach Torres mentioned you were all over the field, everywhere tonight, on both sides, and that doesn't go unrecognized. So what really goes into that type of play?
I just try to maintain the balance between the attack and the defense. I try to move the ball side to side, keep everything in peace and try to calm the ball down, try to slow the game so we have control over the ball and everything.
I want to talk about you and the whole entire game of soccer. What is something that's so special about this game of soccer that you love so much, that you and all your teammates really love so much?
You know, it's always been part of my life, you know, always the sport I love, the sport I played since I was like 3, 4 years old, so it's always been there. I love it. It's what I live for.
All right, well, David Barba, the MVP, congratulations! And by a score of 4-1, the champions, the Five-Stars!
All right, so there you have it. The highlights brought to you by Gains and Shreds. And just so you know, from this experience, this All-Star game experience, there was so much enthusiasm and support that we decided that it might be pretty cool to bring back Summer League. Now, Summer League is basically just a group of high schools that play soccer during the summer. And right now, that's what we have going on. And I'm fortunate enough to work with, again, Coach Juan Torres and Coach Luis Comisana. And in addition to them, we have Del Mar, we have San Jose High, Mount Pleasant, and Brenham, and obviously Lincoln too. 6 teams, 7 games each, and we are on week 2 this week. So you're gonna be seeing a lot more highlights on and off on social media. But shout out to all the athletes and coaches for playing in the Summer League. Our goal is to make this experience better as we move forward. And I'm telling you right now, next year, I already got plans for next year, and it's gonna be even better. So this is also a great way for us to scout the next group of senior all-star game. And who knows, maybe we'll put out the nomination just like for football early. Anyway, so last week I talked about the GSF Football Players of the Year, and I'm really enjoying seeing the highlights being posted by individual players and, you know, saying thank you and all that stuff. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna post every single athlete, every single award winner on our social media, just for everybody to see. I know it's on YouTube and all that stuff, but I think it would be cool if we take those 1 to 2 minute vignettes and just upload it on our Instagram page. And if you're not following GetSportsFocus, follow us at GetSportsFocus on all the social media. You can follow us on X, Instagram, Facebook. For all the old school people, Facebook is still around. Threads, who uses Threads? But anyways, we're still there. And TikTok. Speaking of TikTok, I will post more about the journey that I'm on of trying to cut 20 pounds of bad weight on me. And I know I haven't been posting, but I will. I got a lot on this phone. Anyways, so something came up in the last few days. Something that I kind of want to try, and that is to talk a little bit about WWE. I grew up in the Attitude Era, and I'm a big fan of WWE. I consider myself a big fan. I follow it, but there was a point in time where I actually let it go because I don't know. I don't know. I got busy with work and stuff like that. So, but when I was growing up, I followed a lot of it, and I grew up in the Attitude Era. So, I don't know. I just kind of want to talk about it because right now it's a very interesting time for WWE. First of all, back in the days, we didn't have social media. So when you watch WWE, it was WWF back in the days. You have to watch it on TV. There was no Twitter, there was no Instagram, there's no TikTok. And I feel like right now, it's sports entertainment, right? But you have to be athletic to be part of this whole thing. The guys that you see wrestling, I don't know. I don't think it should be called wrestling, but whatever. It's called wrestling. I think they're going through this period where I see a lot of potential, and I do want to talk about it because why not? You know, a lot of the guys that I work with, like Coach Sal, I mean, he follows WWE, and I think there's a lot of really interesting things going on with WWE that is worth talking about. So one thing I do gotta say is, social media wise, there's so much content out there being put together about what's going on in WWE that I think it's pretty cool. So there's some good things, there's some bad things, some not so good things about what's going on right now. But for the most part, I am following it. It's something that I actually put on in the background as I'm working. It's a really good part-time entertainment. You know, I watch a lot of Pat McAfee, ESPN during the mornings while I'm working. But WWE's been coming up, and I've been following it, and I do want to talk about it. Why not? So, but I want to ask you guys, do you think that should be part of GSF Weekly? Because I could totally talk about it. There's a lot of cool things about it that might be interesting. I don't know how many of you guys follow WWE, so if you do, give me some comments and let me know, because I would love to do it. Maybe I'll start a separate thing that talks about WWE. But for now, I just want to leave it at that. Should I talk about it here on GSF Weekly, or should I start a different thing where I talk about WWE and go right into it? You know, I don't know. I got inspired by Pat McAfee because he's got his own show and he talks about it. He's in the show. He's part of the show. So I think that's pretty cool. And there's a lot of things going on right now with AI, and it's a really, really interesting time. So yeah, I just thought I'd say something about that. But as far as WWE right now, what I really like, I love the content that is on social media everywhere. It's awesome. It's like, it's hard to keep up, but at the same time, it's easy to keep up because there's so much content being created out there. And I don't know, I have some ideas too that I might want to share with Triple H, and I don't even know if The Rock is still part of it, but like I said, why not? Why not? I'm gonna take a stab at it. So anyways, thank you for watching. And next week, we got the football all-star game highlights coming up. Finally! And so look out for those video segments from the players of the year being uploaded on our social media. And make sure you guys congratulate your guys if your guys or your guy got an award. I think we did it right. I think the awards, what I've been hearing is very, very positive. It's fair. It's well thought of. You know, the highlights are great, and the right guys won. So I'm really happy about the feedback. Other than that, you know, you're also gonna see some soccer highlights on our social media. We're gonna start putting that up. But that's it. That's it. GSF Weekly. See you next week.